Okay, okay. So, you know how people go to Paris and they're like, I just want to see the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, that's a very normal thing people do, Sky.
Right. But what if I told you? What if I told you that there are people who fly to Japan specifically to stand on a bridge they saw in an anime? A bridge, AJ.
I mean, I've done it, so
You. Wait, you've actually done it?
I've done it.
Bro, okay, we're starting right there. Welcome to another Side Quest podcast, a detour worth taking. And today, we are literally talking about detours.
Real places from anime that you should actually genuinely consider visiting in your lifetime.
This is the most justified travel content you will ever consume. You're welcome.
I'm not even gonna lie, no promises on the jet lag though.
None. Zero. Absolutely zero promises.
So I want to set the table here because I think when people hear anime real-life locations, they assume it's niche, like a very specific kind of fan thing.
Oh, absolutely not. Nope. These places get pilgrimages, like actual pilgrimages.
And the Japanese tourism board has leaned so hard into this. There's a whole concept, seichi Junrei.
Sacred place pilgrimage. Say it with your whole chest.
Okay, which literally translates to anime pilgrimage tourism. It is a real, documented, economically significant phenomenon.
People are out here funding entire local economies by going to look at a staircase.
A very specific staircase.
Nope. The staircase. And I respect every single one of those people deeply.
As do I. So today we're walking through the real locations, some famous, some under the radar, and just making the case for why these trips are worth it.
Let's go.
Bro, same though. All right, first stop, and there's really only one place to start, Shibuya Scramble in Tokyo. Yes, everyone knows it, but the reason it keeps showing up in anime isn't just because it looks cool.
It's because it is cool. That intersection is genuinely chaotic and beautiful, and I love it with my whole heart.
It's the controlled chaos of it. Durarara, Tokyo Ghoul, a dozen others. It shows up everywhere because it communicates something. That feeling of being completely surrounded by the city and completely alone at the same time.
Okay, that was actually kind of poetic, and I'm choosing not to make fun of you for it.
I appreciate the restraint.
But yes. And when you're actually standing there, like in person, it's one of those moments where your brain goes, oh, this is a real place. You can't quite process it.
This is embarrassing, but it looks like a set. It shouldn't exist at that scale. And then 500 people just walk through it simultaneously. And it works.
It's unhinged. I love it. What's next?
Okay, moving slightly outside the obvious. Kalogoe City in Saitama. This one might surprise people.
Oh, the little Edo city. Wait, okay, for anyone who doesn't know, Kawagoe has these preserved Edo period streets and warehouses, right? And it is the basis for a lot of historical anime settings.
It's one of the reference points for any show with that old Japan aesthetic. The merchant town feel, the clay-walled warehouses, shows up as inspiration all over. And it's only about an hour from Tokyo.
And it's not just anime stuff. There's sweet potato ice cream there, and I think about it constantly.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's genuinely important information.
Thank you. It belongs in the conversation.
But here's why I bring up Kalogoe. It represents something interesting about this whole phenomenon. These aren't always places designed to be tourist spots. Some of them are just towns, real places where real people live.
And then an anime uses it as a backdrop, and suddenly there's a tour bus pulling up every Saturday.
Which has a whole complicated side to it, but that's part of what makes it fascinating.
Okay, last one for this stretch. You literally cannot not mention Hakone.
Yeah, we have to.
Nerve headquarters, everyone. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so Hakone. For those not deep in the lore, Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion used Hakone and the surrounding area, including Lake Ashi, as the setting for Tokyo 3.
And Gainax, the actual studio, went to Hakone, did research there, based the whole geography of the fictional city on the real landscape. It's not a coincidence. It's intentional.
And Hakone is already stunning on its own. Hot springs, views of Mount Fuji on a clear day, the lake.
It's one of those places where you feel like you're inside a frame. Like the composition of everything around you is just...
Bro, same though. It does feel like that. And then you add the layer of knowing that someone sat there and thought, yes, this is where the end of the world should happen.
That is such a specific compliment to give a landscape.
And yet.
Okay, I have to bring up one that's a little more niche, and I am very passionate about this. Kita Kyushu, the whole city.
Go ahead.
So Kita Kyushu in Fukuoka Prefecture is heavily connected to Ping Pong the animation. And if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? And it's this gritty, industrial, working-class city that the show really captures. The harbor, the bridges, the texture of the whole place.
And texture is the exact word. It's not a pretty postcard city. It's got character in the way that a place that's been lived in for a very long time has character.
It's real. Like it feels real in a way that's different from going somewhere that was built to be looked at.
Which is what makes the pilgrimage to somewhere like that more meaningful, I think. You're not going to see a landmark. You're going to feel a place.
Okay, that was also poetic. You're on a roll today.
I had breakfast. It helps.
Okay, we cannot do this episode without talking about the big one. The one everyone thinks of.
I'm not even gonna lie, Kyoto.
Kyoto.
I mean, where do you even start? The Fushimi Inari Shrine, the Thousand Torii Gates, it shows up in so many anime, it's almost become visual shorthand for Japan. But actually being there...
I'm sorry, what? Is completely different. Because you see it in anime and you think you know what it is. And then you're walking through and the gates just keep going. They go up the whole mountain. Most people don't even walk the whole thing.
It's about 2 to 3 hours for the full loop, and most tourists stop a third of the way up, which means the upper paths are genuinely quiet.
The upper paths are a completely different vibe. It gets very anime forest spirit energy up there.
Okay. That's actually a reasonable description.
I take my compliments where I can get them. But also, Kyoto's Gion district. For anyone who loves historical drama anime, samurai anime, anything in that space, walking through Gion at night is...
It's a different century. Genuinely. The architecture, the lanterns, it takes very little imagination to place yourself inside something like Rurouni Kenshin or Demon Slayer.
Nope. Demon Slayer. Oh, we have to do the Asakusa connection.
Asakusa in Tokyo, yes.
Because the Taisho era aesthetic in Demon Slayer draws heavily from real Asakusa. Sensoji Temple, the Nakamise shopping street, that whole area.
And there's been a Demon Slayer collaboration in that area more than once. Panels, murals, themed goods. The line between the fictional and the real just blurs.
In the best way. Okay, what about outside Japan? Because I feel like people always make this entirely about Japan.
That's fair. Tuscany in Italy gets referenced in a lot of Ghibli circles because of Porco Rosso.
Okay, no. Which is set in the Adriatic, but has that whole Italian countryside and coastal energy. And Miyazaki literally traveled there for research.
He does that, which is why Ghibli environments feel inhabitable. They're built on real observation.
They're not just pretty backgrounds. They're places. You can feel that someone stood there and looked.
This is embarrassing, but carefully, and for a long time.
Very carefully. Very, very long.
So, I want to pull back a little, because I think what's actually happening here is more interesting than fans go to cool places.
Oh, here we go. Big brain time.
Stay with me. There's this thing that happens when you visit a location you know from fiction. You're not just a tourist, you're completing a loop.
Oh, say more.
I'm not even gonna lie, the creator looked at a real place. They absorbed it, transformed it, put characters in it, gave it emotional weight. And then you, as the audience, absorbed that. And now you're going back to the real place, carrying everything the fiction gave you.
And you see it differently than you ever would have without the anime.
Completely differently, you bring meaning to it that wasn't there for you before.
I'm sorry, what? That's actually kind of beautiful. Like, anime is just a meaning-making machine for places.
Which is a bit odd when you think about it. A hand-drawn show changes how you experience an actual lake.
It's completely odd, and I love it. Okay, can we talk about the economic piece for a second? Because it's genuinely wild.
Yeah, Washimiya Shrine in Saitama, the setting for Lucky Star, went from a small, fairly obscure local shrine to receiving hundreds of thousands of visitors a year after the show aired.
Hundreds of thousands. From one anime about high school girls doing everyday stuff.
The local Chamber of Commerce worked with the studio. They embraced it. It sustained the shrine's funding for years.
Okay, so it's not just vibes. It's literally a lifeline for some of these places.
For smaller towns especially, there's a whole category of rural Japanese towns that got put on the map because one creator grew up there and set a story there. Anohana basically revived Chichibu City's tourism.
And Chichibu is gorgeous. Like, even without the anime context, it's gorgeous. But the anime is why people go.
Bro, same though. Which raises an interesting question. Does it matter why you go? If you go?
I mean, I don't think it does. Like, if you show up to Chichibu because of Anohana and you spend money there and you appreciate the landscape, you're still there. You're still experiencing it.
The place doesn't care why you came.
Okay, no. The mountain doesn't check your motivation.
No, the mountain is famously non-judgmental.
But I do think there's something to being a respectful pilgrim. Like, this is a real place where real people live. Don't be weird about it.
This is embarrassing, but that's important. Some of the backlash around anime tourism has come from fans being disrespectful, blocking streets, trespassing, being disruptive to actual communities.
Which is, just don't. You're a guest. Be a good guest.
And if you approach it that way, respectful, curious, open, anime tourism is one of the more genuinely enriching travel experiences I can think of. You arrive already emotionally invested in the place before you set foot in it.
Bro, you're not just looking, you're seeing.
Exactly.
Okay, one more, and then I want to do a quick round of personal top picks. The Your Name locations. We have to.
I'm not even gonna lie, we do. The Suga Shrine steps in Yotsuya, which is the staircase I mentioned at the very top.
The staircase. The one you literally flew to Japan to see.
I regret bringing that up.
I'm sorry, what? You regret nothing. But for anyone who hasn't put it together, director Makoto Shinkai is incredibly meticulous about using real Tokyo locations. The Yotsuya area, Shinjuku, the train lines, all real. GPS level accurate.
And when you go there and you see those steps, and you've seen the film, and you understand what those steps mean to the story, it's one of those moments where fiction and reality are just occupying the same space.
At the same time.
Okay. Yeah, it's something.
It's a lot. Okay, top picks, fast round. Go.
Hakone, no hesitation.
Nope. Fushimi Inari, specifically the upper paths, after 9 a.m. when the tour groups thin out.
Great call. Asakusa at dawn.
Oh, great answer. Chichibu for the vibe. And personal one, Kamakura. Giant Buddha, great beach, tons of anime cameos, incredible food.
Bro, same though. Kamakura is an easy yes.
Just go. Everyone go. We'll see you there.
Okay, quick wrap. The through line today is pretty simple. These places are worth visiting not because anime invented them, but because anime revealed them, helped us see what was already there.
And if your reason for getting on a plane is, I want to stand where my favorite character stood, that is a completely valid reason to travel. Don't let anyone make you feel weird about it.
Life is short. Go see the staircase.
Words to live by from AJ. Okay, recommendation time. You want to take this one?
Yeah, given everything we talked about today, the watch recommendation is almost too obvious, but it has to be said. Your Name, Makoto Shinkai. If you haven't seen it, it is the entry point. Gorgeous, emotionally devastating in the best way. And after today, you will be pausing every Tokyo scene to check if it's a real street. Spoiler, it is. Almost all of it. 5 out of 5. No caveats, no qualifications. Just watch it.
Perfect recommendation. Chef's kiss. Done.
That's episode 3.
Bro, another side quest podcast. A detour worth taking. Subscribe, hit the bell, come find us. We are here every time you need an excuse to go somewhere weird and wonderful.
And if you end up at the Sugar Shrine steps, send a photo.
See you on the next detour.